Yo, what's good? What's happening? We back, brand new episode of Threes from the Ring podcast. Of course, this your boy Chris J. Got the boy Tyler here.
Yo,
Yo. So, unfortunately, Daytra won't be able to do this episode. Not feeling really well. If you watched our end of the year Attack on Culture episode, you will see that man was looking under a little under the weather. We thought he'd be able to make it with us tonight, but unfortunately, he ain't. But either way, he will be well. You'll see him next year. But and plus he's gonna do all this damn clipping. So either way, he's doing his part. But um, but either way, Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, whatever holiday you choose to end the year off with. Enjoy it, love on your people and all that good stuff. Because a lot of people ain't gonna make it. But you did, and you listened to this podcast, and we greatly appreciate you guys. But like, comment, subscribe on the You Tweaking Media YouTube channel. Check us out on our TikTok page, and check us out on our Twitter page as well. Threes from the Ring, 3S from the Ring. Follow us on there with all our content. But just before we start, we just want to thank you guys, the watchers, listeners, for just the support you guys has given us this past year. G, like, I know the beginning of this year was a little up and down. It was, to be honest, but we came in strong second half of the year and we did our damn thing. And you guys showed us love regardless, and we appreciate that. Much love and appreciation. So with that said, continue show us the support us through other means. I am working on things for the next year. I have things in mind. Once us as a collective get uh brainstorm some things, you guys will be continue to be rewarded for you guys support. But continue to support us, continue to share the content, and check out all the end of year stuff. If you a sports guy that does love anime, nerd culture stuff, check out Attack on Culture. That's a really good episode we got for you guys. If you're somebody who's scared for the AI apocalypse, check out the mini Attack on Culture that Cam and Daytrail got for you guys, which is out this very moment as well. So tons of content for you guys for the wrap up this year, because this is legit the final You Tweaking Media podcast of this year. No more for this year. No more. You'll get shorts, you'll get clips, but you ain't getting no podcast. You might get individual content, but you ain't getting another hour, 45-minute long piece of content podcast wise from us for the rest of the year. We're taking a nice long break. We're going to enjoy the holidays. So with that said, enjoy us in the background. Enjoy us while you out in going to place, whatever. But we appreciate you guys, but we need a break. We need a break. But anyway, with that all said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Like I said, this is our end of year episode. So we will give you guys our best stuff for both basketball and wrestling. But before we do that, you read that, right? Y'all read. I hope y'all know that. Look, that's gonna be my new thing. Can you read?
yes, sir.
It's not no longer go outside. Can you read? I'm about to hit you guys with the can you read. But if you can read that, Bears victory rant. Victory rant for my Bears. You know that, right? As you guys can see what my name says, excited Bears fan fighting delusion. That is me right now, G. You know why? My Bears are number one in NFC Central. We're North. Look, I'm going back in time with Central, but we're the number one team in the NFC North. We defeated our ops. Should have beat them twice, but it is what it is. But we got you guys. You guys fear us. Literally, you fear us. If I had the little cheese head, little cheese grater thingy that DJ Moore and other Bears fans been finding lately, I would wear it right now at this moment. I'm gonna be nice.
I just seen one of those earlier today too.
I need one, but I'm gonna be nice because you guys are hurting. Because you know why? Caleb owns you guys. The same way Aaron Rodgers ruined my life, I hope Caleb for this next decade ruins y'all life. Y'all can sit there and cry, oh, y'all did dirty plays. It's football. People get hit every day, B. Protect yourself, G. Simple as that. Y'all lost. Y'all had a 16-6 lead. Or was it something like, no, 16
No, it was 16. After they hit 16, they could not score again.
Yes, but y'all had a 16-3 lead. Bears scored a field goal. Then we kicked another field goal. We were struggling, and you guys failed to stop the future, which is one Caleb Williams, the prodigal child of this city. Y'all be weary, be scared, G. I'm so happy for this city, G. I'm so happy that when the Bears is good, the city is beautiful, G. Literally, everybody comes out of nowhere with their Bears gear and stuff. It's beautiful.
It's a lot of unity, G, when the Bears are good, man.
Exactly, because this is the one team that we all can unite for. And literally, we are united, G. We're absolutely united. It's beautiful to see. But anywho, with that all said, let's go ahead and get into our end of the year content, man. Hoop talk. So we're going basketball first. Overall, you can arguably say 2025 year in basketball was really fun. It's probably the most parity we've ever gotten. And plus, we're in the era where it's like, okay, the old guard is dying away and the new is starting to shine more and more, you know, as we see young stars like a Shea, Luka, Anthony Edwards, just to name a few. Wemby, of course, starting to rise and put their stamp on the game, put their stamp to be the best in the new faces of the league and all of that. It's great to see. And as we see the sunset on LeBron's time, Steph, KD's time, and all of that, it's good to see, you know, as we get this change of the guard that's actively occurring in the league right now. But with that all said, we're going to go about this a little fun. So we're going to go first with our performer of the year, as in who was our best who do we believe in terms of the year of 2025, who was the best hooper on court. And I feel the easy answer, of course, is Shea. But for me personally, because we're going to go more favorites instead of the best, but my favorite performer just watching has been Jokic. As somebody who is a lover of pause, a lover of centers and big guys, the NBA always have been. What Jokic does is beautiful to see, G, because he makes us look so lazy but effortless. Like, come on, like he looked like he just got off the couch, sit there and throws one of the most laziest behind the back passes ever and makes it look effortless. The next thing you know, this man also has 30 points and 10 rebounds and 10 assists with ease.
And efficiency. He'd be pretty efficient too.
And efficient as hell, G. It's beautiful to see, G. So Jokic is my personal favorite hooper of the year this year. He's been doing his damn thing all this past year. Literally, it took OKC 7 games just to kill him. 7 games just to kill him. Specifically,
that's not a tough. That's a tough guy to go up against, man.
Exactly.
Jokic was definitely up there for me. I'm a roll with Giannis though. I always like seeing Giannis go out there. You know, even though his team hasn't been quite up to par.
No, it has him because he's been hurt all the time.
But the games, the what he has given us has been exciting though. I definitely when Giannis is healthy, he's in that argument of best player in the world. So
most definitely, it's good to see when Giannis plays. He's at a point in his career where it's like the game comes easy for him. Yeah. It's just him just stay healthy. So it's just please stay healthy. That's all we ask when it comes to Giannis. Just stay healthy. But either way, he might be out of Milwaukee. That health might become a lot better out of nowhere. With that said, let's go with storyline of the year. So you can arguably say one of the biggest storyline was Luka getting traded.
Yeah,
Luka getting traded, and like even just the situation just extended into like what was it happened right before All-Star weekend? Right, it was right before or after. No, wait, because the trade deadline's before All-Star weekend. So happened for the trade deadline, like a couple weeks for the trade deadline, and and then it goes actively during this off season into the first month and a half of the season until Nico got fired. It was like,
Pretty
dang,
much.
you draw this up. You literally, I still remember the day. I don't remember the exact date itself because I'm pretty sure we're a couple weeks away from the anniversary. But AD just beat the Knicks on national TV. You thinking, all right, it's looking good out here, man. You know, next thing you know, midnight. I'm about to go to sleep. I get the Shams alert. Luka Doncic is a Los Angeles Laker. As Anthony Davis and Max Christie in the first round pick gets traded to Dallas, and I'm like, huh?
Chaos that entire. I think I was finna go to bed, and all I get is every notification in the world. Luka's gone. Luka's in LA.
Daytra was asleep. That's what made it funny. I was like, I said, if you know the TD Jakes meme where you like, wake up. Daytra slept through it, but that was still the night itself was insane. Dallas Mavericks fans legit was like, what is going on? And
that was some. The last time we seen a fan base that outraged about that player leaving was legit when LeBron left Cleveland the first time, bro. They was pissed.
And they wasn't even mad at the player. They was.
And this was different. They was mad at the franchise, the GM, legit, and rightfully so. You gave up your generational player.
He wasn't even 28 yet, by the way. Luka just turned 28 recently. I think he's entering in his prime years in terms of basketball, technically, and you traded him for Anthony Davis is a great player. Great player. Love Anthony.
They just came off a finals trip, bro.
You just came off a finals trip. Yes, Luka was coming off. Was hurt for probably a month and a half. Yeah, he got hurt around Christmas. I remember. Yep, he was hurt around Christmas. He had a calf injury. Yeah, he got hurt on Christmas. And literally all they had to do was just survive. But they tried. But the immediate thing here is he's fat. He's fat. That's literally
they came up with every excuse in the world as to why they made the decision that they made, and it wasn't more so that they was trying to scapegoat him. They were just trying to save face to make it seem like we know what we're doing.
Exactly. So it's like all you hear is like, oh yeah, he's fat, he doesn't play defense, and I'm like, so you're playing to what we know is his negatives. But this is my thing. Who cares? Like, people keep this and even though people was trying to agree with it, it's just like, gee, you still traded for a player who his biggest question is his availability. At the end of the day, AD's biggest question is going to be the story of his career, no matter what it is. When he's on court, he's great.
Had he been healthier, how much greater could he have been?
Exactly. So his availability for a dude who literally just took you to a finals. Yes, you got smothered by the Boston Celtics, but at the same time, the Celtics was just meant to be that year. It was like good luck. If you saw the Celtics, was a case of good luck.
Yeah.
He's fat, he's out of shape. You don't think he was serious about being better and all of that. And yeah, he was out of shape, but also factoring in this, you traded him while he was coming off injury. So of course he's going to look bigger in that golden purple in Lakers jersey, of course. Mm-hmm. So he had to play himself into shape, but even then, Fat Luka was still raw. Fat Luka is still a top 7 player in the league at the end of the day. But we proceed on to this. Held on to the lie. We want to win based on championships. And then immediately when you get AD available, he gets hurt. Kyrie gets hurt.
Everything went to shambles, and the league said, okay, we're going to throw y'all a bone. Here's the number one
pick. The league still threw you guys a bone. But before we get to that, yet as the course of the regular season went on for the Lakers, they proceed to literally become a top 4 seed. Luka and Austin Reeves was going crazy. LeBron joins the fray. I think LeBron joins the fray, and they just look like world beaters until first round of the playoffs occur, and pretty much they lose in 5. But it was just a case of, and I think I was one. I said it on the pod. If you go back to previous episodes, I'm like, I'm either this is gonna go 7, but I don't believe like something's not right. And what went wrong with that series. It was just a limited roster, you know.
Yeah.
But move on. Yes, the Mavericks get the number 1 pick, so they get Cooper Flag. It's like, oh, okay, great, we good.
And that was a storyline in itself because the Mavericks had never gotten the number 1 pick in the draft before.
Ever. Even then, like, once again, factor in history, they lucked up with Luka because the Hawks are stupid. But you still got Trae Young, but you're still stupid. But moving on, the storyline proceeds. Add another layer. Dallas got the number 1 pick going into the offseason, into this season. Everybody's like, the Dallas Mavericks should be the championship favorite. When Kyrie gets healthy, AD's there, Cooper Flag, they're going to be they should win the NBA championship. And it's just like, I hear you guys, but it's a lot of ifs.
It's a lot of big ifs and wins.
Big ifs and wins. We don't know how Kyrie, who is in his mid-30s, is going to come off an ACL injury. We don't know if Anthony Davis, how his health will be. Cooper Flag is still a rookie.
And then, not to mention, the rest of their role players was hurt. Lively was still hurt. Gafford was still hurt.
And then
I think PJ Washington had missed a little bit of time.
Yeah. So your biggest question again for this team, availability. None of these dudes consistently be unavailable. And as we go into and as the season started, and they got slapped up by Wemby, they got slapped up by Wemby in the game. What, it was Wemby or was it OKC?
I think they saw them back to back. Maybe. I think that first game was Wemby though.
I believe, I think it was Wemby.
It was Wemby because him and AD was going back and forth for a little bit.
Yeah. Literally had that going on. AD gets hurt again. Derek Lively gets hurt. And I think at this very moment, Lively's out for the season again with a foot injury, which is unfortunate because Lively's a good player. And now you're in a situation of, like, yes, AD's playing at the moment. Cooper Flag looks great, but you guys are not a playoff team. And you're in the question of, dang, should we trade?
Now you're questioning, is Anthony Davis going to be on the trade block again?
Yeah. You got AD in trade rumors. You have PJ Washington as a trade piece. You have Daniel Gafford in a trade situation because you like, you know what? This ain't working. And that all occurred when the finale of this story occurred. When Nico Harrison finally lost his job. You know what caused it? A young Dallas Mavericks fan. That young Dallas Mavericks fan in the Lakers Luka jersey pretty much telling the owner, hey, some foul things. We pulled that young lad to the side and had to talk with him. And that owner was like, you know what? I'm wrong. Let me try to fix what's right for these fans. Legit put me on the cross. Nico Harrison lost his job, and that was the ending of this storyline. Even though this story will still continue on for prior years to come, because if Luka does win a championship with the Lakers,
all it does is reignite the conversation again,
pretty much.
And then now you're at the point, because going back to like the current trade rumors and stuff, it's like now you're at the point where it's like you might as well rebuild and tool around the skill set of your current rookie and everything. See how well he develops by himself, and try to put some pieces around him that fit his game.
Pretty much,
because it's not the same team. Even when Kyrie comes back, it's gonna be low key kind of out of place when Kyrie comes back, because the dynamic he had with Luka was actually, it gelled pretty well. We didn't really get to see him play with AD like that.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, we don't even know if he will play with AD. See, so it's questions like that. But either way, that was legit the storyline, and I think we both in alignment with that. moving on. So, game of the year. So we've had a lot of good basketball, like just with this season and last season. Um, but if we had to really say what was game of the year, this is really tough, you know. But if you want to sit there and make a case, which game was it when Tyrese Halliburton gamed the Knicks? Was that game one?
That was game.
That was game one. I think that was game one. That was arguably one of the best basketball games I ever seen. G, like yeah, and like literally the Pacers, like this year alone, had a huge case of making playoff moments big again. It was just like, gee, because of Tyrese Halliburton gunning for the moment.
Yeah.
But, that game, yeah, I think that was game one. That was the semifinal. No, conference final. Look, man, that wasn't supposed to happen that way, G. But Tyrese Halliburton said, "You know what? I'm about to play my wrestler card and be a villain, G." And he did the damn thing. Like the game winner, the choking low symbol, like all of that was just beautiful, G. That man legit made the moment. He made that moment bigger than it needed to be. But also the back and forth that whole series gave us as well too. But that moment ignited a great series. Even though you was probably one of the big people saying this can't go this way. It will end eventually. But hey, look.
Yeah, I won. I mean, it was exciting basketball to watch. It's just, why did it have to be these two teams though?
Yeah, I know. You was the look, man. Bane got walking to the stadium eventually.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But either way, I would say that's my game of the year was that game one where Hallie game from the Knicks.
That's definitely there. Honestly, I really can't come up with another game that was more exciting or bigger than that game. Coming out of last season, playoffs and regular season. Honestly, like that was probably because it was so shocking for them to be as good as they were. Like even when they came off the series with the Bucks and then they beat the Cavs, it was like, okay, somebody got to put them down. They just kept coming out swinging.
Definitely. Let's go ahead and move on to rivalry of the year. This is going to be more of a symbolic thing. The biggest rivalry of the year is LeBron in contemplating retirement. Look, man, look, we are a very pro LeBron James podcast. Very pro LeBron James podcast. With that said, look, that man I'm waiting for that Players Tribune article, G. Day by day, I'm like, that man is fighting, wanting to retire so bad. I know he wants the full year run of retirement, but bro, you've been healthy, fairly healthy. Just come on, bro. It's okay. It's okay, G. 2026, you will get your roses regardless, G. You'll get the love. You're gonna get all of that, G. It's okay. I love you, bro.
Yeah, it's just one of them situations where it's like, yeah, we want him to get the full tour, go city to city, swap jerseys, all that, maybe give us another 50, possible 60-point game, some big moment to cap it off. But it's at the point where it's like, if it don't happen, I'm kind of like, it's Bron. He's solidified a long time ago. It's nothing that he can do at the end of his career. And then the team that you have right now is like, they're playing for the future. It's different when guys go out and the team is just ass. The Lakers, they got some pieces that can make something shake. And in some ways, they still probably a while off from getting another championship. But I think that journey starts for them once he retires.
Oh true. But I feel like they're doing a good job building it now because they are still a good. I think top 3.
They're still a good team, but I don't see them. I don't see them making the moves that they really want to make or can make until after he calls it quits.
To an extent, but
and I'm not saying that like he's purposely holding them back or nothing like that. I'm just saying I think that Luka trade and them trusting in Austin Reeves as really, and arguably, second option, depending on who's playing that night. They got a good future ahead of them. They just waiting to make that next leap.
Yeah, but either way, I think that's legit the robbery of the year. LeBron versus retirement. It's like, bro, it's time. It's time. And yeah, it's still great to see that you can be a walking 28-8 easily. But look, man, it's not.
But at what cost at this point?
It's not really a cost.
It's like what Cena said. Like once you start seeing that they losing that, you're losing that step. It's time to step away.
Yeah, and I think with LeBron, it's just like, dang, G. It's not.
Your body is just starting to catch up to you at this point.
It is. So that's when it really is. So, but Savannah
better than anybody else has in their career.
But Savannah James, please keep nagging that man. Keep nagging that man to retirement, bro. Because I just want to see my man's go off, leave. It's time, out of love. But with that said, let's go ahead to our biggest disappointment. For this past year, I'm just gonna go ahead and say my biggest disappointment. And I'm just gonna go because we've been slamming long enough. The Mavericks, yeah, they're disappointing. But my biggest disappointment is, and I'm staying by this, is Daytra gonna probably clip this part and be like, G, and probably do his own little thing over it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, young American basketball players is still my biggest disappointment. Look, man. Look.
It's getting talked about every day, bro, and it's not going away.
It's not going to go away until they prove me otherwise, G. 2026, next year in the Olympics, G. Look, we were supposed to be like, Ja and Zion is going to wave the flag of America. But now it's Anthony Edwards, no shame. And like I said, Anthony Edwards, Tatum, probably Jaylen Brown. Cool. Amazing.
We need more, though.
So it was supposed to be Ja. It's supposed to be Zion. It's supposed to be LaMelo. One is fat. One just keeps getting his own damn way. And I'm not going to continue to put the 520 allegations on LaMelo because, look, that's a little bit unfair. But at the same time, stay healthy, nigga.
Yeah, that's the bigger thing with LaMelo is like he literally just didn't play enough games to be nominated for anything last year or the year before.
But even still, it's just like, gee, do you value winning? It's like, do you value winning? Because do you value winning? Like, at least I can sit and say, when Ja plays, I believe he wants to win. When Zion plays, I believe he wants to win. I believe they have a competitive nature.
I think both of them have at least touched. I know Ja has, but did Zion hit the playoffs yet?
Zion gets hurt.
Oh, yeah, see.
Every single time, and it's weird. But with that all said, the future of American basketball. Once again, majority of our top 5 players in the league currently are foreigners. Once again, I have no issue with the foreigners. None at all. Shout out to Jokic. Shout out to Wemby. Shout out to Luka. Shout out to I'm missing a play. Oh, Shea.
Canada.
Shout out to Giannis. You see, once again, I named 5 niggas before I even got to Anthony Edwards. Before I got to Jason Tatum when healthy. We have to remove LeBron, KD, and Steph from this equation.
Yeah, it's not their league no more.
Yeah, it's not their league, but at the same time, if you want to place them there, beautiful. But that's once again, that's the problem. That's the problem. Like
You're
what?
not
Like
letting
Westbrook told Jeff T. That's the problem. It's
You got to let
disappointing.
them go out, and y'all get supposed to step up.
Exactly. So with that all said, look, it's a disappointment, G. That's my biggest disappointment is just seeing the future of American basketball legit be unavailable, compromised, questionable. Sad to see, G. Really is.
And it's not going to change until it changes at the it's starting
The
at the
youth
grade
league.
school level.
Starts
It's
there.
starting at the youth.
Yep. Starts there.
Like it's not going to change until basketball becomes the priority again. Number one, because all the extra stuff is getting in the way. These kids I say it. I don't believe that they love it the way that the prior generations loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It's about who can get a highlight tape, how much the NIL deals is going to be when they get into draft class of 2037. Like, play because you like to play. Play because you like the. Hold on.
Anyway, like just to finish Tyler's, why I think might be his thought. Play because you legit have a passion for it. Like, yeah, it's one thing to be good and great, but you guys don't have a love for it. Dude. Even if you had a strong like, it's cool. But you like it. Like I feel like LeBron said this, and even Kobe was getting to this point before his passing. He was getting to, and I think that's arguably why Kobe was really leaning more towards mentoring the young ladies of the future than the men.
Yeah, because they were more. I think a lot of them were probably more willing to take that mentorship. A lot of these kids now they don't want to be told what to do.
Mm-hmm. Told what to do.
That's another
be
problem.
better and just focus on the basics before you trying to shoot like Steph. Well, once again, it's my way of blaming Steph Curry because of my hate. Steph's fault too.
But again, it's like you can't even blame it because it's like anybody in their right mind will know that's his God-given talent. That's not for you to say that, oh, if I do the same exact thing, then I get the same exact result. No, it's not. He had a system, and again, that's his God-given talent. That's what
God-given talent, but also genetics, because factoring who his daddy was.
The genetics too.
So it's like, look, that factors in regards to why Steph became arguably one of the greatest shooters ever. He had a dad, and then the genetics, and then a system. then when Steve Kerr said, "Launch that bit," different. A lot of you guys, I wouldn't even tell to launch that bit ever if I was your coach. Trust me. And I'm coming from a father who.
But honestly, a lot of even with the shooting, you could kind of not necessarily blame, but you could give more credit to the European style of play for why they switched over to a more shooting, range shooting heavy type of league now.
Yeah, to
like
an
it's
extent,
part of the Euro style has shifted into the NBA over the last maybe 10 years.
Slightly, but also once again, some of their best players that come here. Once again, I ain't gonna say some, but the best players that do come here, even the ones that become serviceable role players, they're still more fundamentally prepared than others.
Yes, it's the fundamentals.
They send their kids over here to hoop in college and they looking good. Stojakovic's son is in Illinois hooping.
Oh, he sure is at Illinois.
Yeah, he in Illinois hooping. Like colleges are bringing in the foreigner kids over, or at least if they were already here. Like, but still, it's, once again, it's a difference. Like, yeah, hopefully, and like I just really hope like things start to change, but prove me wrong. That's all it is. I'm in a prove me wrong state like that. So,
and it don't take much, but it will at the same time. Like it's a mindset change that gotta happen first.
Yeah, that's all it is. But let's move on to wrestling. So, we're gonna go with who is our MVP for wrestling. We'll go male and female. So for me, And the thing is, Io Sky arguably is the general MVP. If we want to just keep it G funky
That was my
real,
first pick.
she is legit the MVP in general. But since I chose to make it a male and female, just to be fair, but I'm saying her first because look, she held it down. Arguably the best wrestler of the year. If we talking non-gender, the best. So shout out to EO.
I can't disagree with that.
You are legit the MVP in terms of pro wrestling, G, in my book. But of course that's the women. But male, I'm gonna go ahead and give credit where credit is due. And it's gonna be CM Punk. Punk has legit Punk had a good year, a really great year. Had his Mania moment, had him and Rollins thing that was going back and forth. I loved it. Finally getting his championship, the championship run that he's so been desiring. But just being a staple of consistency in terms of TV, you know. So shout out to Punk in regards to that. I know I've been watching a lot. People have been saying Cena. Yeah, Cena's the safe answer. But I think in terms of consistency, Punk has been really good from start of the year to the end of the
year. Yeah, I was gonna roll with Punk too. I think he from start to finish, he's been, like you said, the word is consistency. Like he's been very consistent, mic wise, in ring. Of course, he doesn't wrestle frequent like people would like, or maybe as much as he would like to. But what we've gotten has been quality, and a lot of times it's quality over quantity. So,
agree.
Got to shout out to that.
So moving on, champion of the year. So, who do you feel across all federations, brands, whatever, was the best champion? And I'm gonna go with, on this one, we're gonna go NXT here, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with Oba. Look, he was pretty much NXT champion majority of the year. Had some really great matches. A lot of them triple threats, because literally it's just like, look, man,
they had some really good triple threats.
They made a point of saying you need two people to beat me, but even then, beat their ass.
Didn't matter.
But it didn't matter. Not enough. But Oba to me was best champion across all brands in my book. He just really, he was working with very little, unless it was like a trick, unless it was a Javon or Ricky. But he was working with what he had to work with at points, because I know he can't go against them all the damn time, but he worked with who he was working with and had really good matches. He felt like a meaningful champion at the end of the day. And once again, I know I talked about his rise, his rise to come. Bro got it, G.
He's
got it, G.
He's just one of those, that next like powerhouse superstar for them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to roll with Oba too. I'm trying to think if it's anybody else, because championship wise, like across all brands, it's been kind of back and forth this year.
Very man.
Even in AEW.
To me, this year really proved, when people sit there and say, you got to put the belt on it for him to mean something. That belt, holding that belt means nothing no more, G. It's like, can you make me care about you?
That's the thing. I'm trying to remember who had the belt at the start of the year. Was it Swerve?
No, it was Moxley.
No, all right, because he's been holding it hostage.
So literally, people was fed up. He was like,
I guess I would have to go with Oba too. I feel like he can, as like again, where consistency comes to mind, and then he's young. He's still like not even just like in age and just like his career altogether. Like for him to be as good as he is in this short amount of time is amazing to see. So I I might have to give it to him.
All right, but with that said, let's go ahead and move on to our match of the year. So this is tough. It was a lot of good wrestling, lots of good wrestling.
Yeah,
But once again, our MVP had two Z tier matches. G, the real MVP had two, and I'm gonna have to go with the Mania one because it's Mania.
yeah.
SummerSlam one was great too. That was SummerSlam, right?
The
I
SummerSlam or was it?
believe it was SummerSlam. Now I'm getting it mixed up. Might have been Evolution, but either way, don't quote me on that. But I'm gonna go with EO versus Rhea versus Bianca. Of course, this is the last time we've seen Bianca in ring action, but such a beautiful match, such a great match, such a hard hitting match, and it was just great from start to finish. Even like that match, legit prevented this being one of the best worst manias ever. One in terms because literally that match was just so goated in my opinion. G.
Yeah,
And EO
they
played a huge role in it. Even in Bianca sacrificing herself to save lives too. But such a beautiful match. Such a great match. Like,
the chemistry that all three of them have in the ring is that's why they were running with them for so long. Even when they had them back in NXT, that's why they were like they're for sure. Those three are next up.
most definitely. So that's my match of the year. You got one or another one?
Um, if I had to choose outside of that, I would go with Punk and Gunther at SummerSlam for the belt. Punk and Gunther was pretty good for especially for their first time. They threw down.
Definitely. Definitely was a great match. Definitely was a great match. Definitely. So cool. Let's go ahead and move on to let's get this out the way now. Storyline of the year. Um, even though once again, very critical, acclaimed, the Cena retirement tour. We
Yep.
had heel Cena. We had an immediate effort. I'm going face Cena. The bumps in the road was crazy. It's once again, I still 100%, not 100%, 80% blame that dude named Dwayne. Stay away from stay away. Please stay the hell away. Stay away, Dwayne. It's not that hard. Please stay the hell away. But even then, Cena made the most out of it when he had to literally be lonesome about it. Triple H tried to book it to the best of his abilities. But with that all said, this was still one of the best storylines of this year. From us getting the moment of heel Cena, the first promo. Yeah, the Mania match sucked. Yeah, the match afterwards sucked. But things started picking up with CM Punk thing. That was probably the best part of it outside of the initial turn in itself.
Oh, that could have been another match of the year candidate. Punk
That was an
and
underrated
Cena.
match. People was
He's
very
very
critical of it.
underrated.
That was a very underrated match of this year. So we're gonna keep it funky. But things picked up from there. Then once they started course correcting, that's when I think things really got great with it. Yeah, they were limited on dates, but they were intentional with everything, and that's why I really liked it. So
Yeah.
Cena's retirement tour storyline of the year.
Yeah, it would definitely be that. It wasn't no storyline bigger than E for sure.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just give a quick honorable mention because I don't want to sit there and be like, "Oh, you hate AEW." This is a very WWE base. No,
Oh,
but
I got one too, but you go first.
but another a quick honorable mention. I'm gonna give credit for AEW for it. Um, it look even though look that title reign itself was nasty, but just the whole thing of just how Mox was holding that motherfucker is still hilarious because it was like, gee, who's gonna take me out? And then they bring Darby into it, and well, even though at that point he already lost. But when Darby got involved, that the Darby and Mox storyline is hilarious because they
Yeah,
was
it was
legit.
basically the Darby Allen won't die storyline.
It was like who's going to die first between these two because they both were really trying to kill each other. When you get flamethrowers involved, like we in GTAG, you know we wild. So that is legit an honorable mention storyline. So I give AEW people credit for credit, even though that should once again that should have been the story title storyline. And I know I just said can't make everything about the belt. That would have made that.
But in that case, that makes sense though.
Yeah, and it would have elevated.
If you're gonna do something like that,
you're
you're elevating somebody else up, and you have an interesting storyline altogether with this. So
exactly, but go ahead with your honorable mention.
Oh, that was gonna be it. It was basically Darby Allin won't die. The man survived Mount Everest. It came back, got put through glass, got set on fire, got waterboarded and almost drowned.
And then proceeded to do the same to Mox. Did he light that man on fire, or he kidnapped him? It was one of the two. I forgot. It was they were just doing things just to do things at that point. And stuff like that, even though it's chaotic, I liked it. Enough. Yeah. It was hilariously chaotic enough where I was like, I tolerate it from you guys. But anywho, let's continue on. Worst TV show between the wrestling thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just look once again. You guys say you guys not slandering WWE for nothing. Here it is. SmackDown's ass.
Yeah, a good portion of this year, SmackDown was
toilet hot ass, especially after Mania. G. Like after Mania, it slowly got worse. But like summertime, like once I think Cena really officially moved on from Raw, that shit moved on to Raw. That was ass. Dookie. Stank.
And it didn't help that they took away that third hour.
The third hour really hurt it, but also Road Dogg having creative booking needs to cease immediately.
We tried to give it a chance, and it immediately just was like, this ain't it, bro.
Look, man, it was horrible. It's horrible, man. But either way, it was horrible. Very freaking bad, G. Like to the point where it's just like, ew. Like the women's division is horrible, but at the same time, you work with trash. It don't help that once again Bianca's hurt. Then Naomi got hurt. Naomi got pregnant. Liv got hurt. So even if you wanted to swap things around, you couldn't. Charlotte's stuck in tag team land because if she gets near a belt, the crowd may turn on her again. You're stuck. But at the same time, Road Dogg sucks. Horrible. Trash.
Just got to be somebody else they could bring in, bro. Throw William Regal right in there, bro.
Dude, even try A-Train. Try A-Train, G, please.
I've seen something where they got him. He's back to recruiting again. So
either way, that A-Train.
Try somebody.
Triple H, fire your boy. Damn. But anywho, we all in agreement on that. Best wrestling TV show. It's really between Raw and NXT. NXT was really great till these last couple of months.
Yeah, it was like it's been kind of
so. And then Raw has probably been the consistency of just like we good, and then we go back to average. We're good, back to average, and then so it's really tough to pick between them. And before you guys say AEW, best believe no.
I'm sorry.
No.
They had their moments. I'll give it to them. They've had their moments this year, but they haven't. That's my main thing about watching them. It's like I'll watch them for a little bit, and then they get like mad inconsistent, and they be kind of taking me out of the product.
And that's part of the problem. That's the problem. I'm gonna add that to this.
I'll even say like even what I like what TNA has been doing this year, but sometimes they kind of take me out of it too.
Yeah,
Some of their booking is inconsistent.
that was the story.
All three brands have been inconsistent as a whole all year, to in my opinion, but
So it's really
some
tough to
more than
name.
others.
So it's really tough to name a best, but I'm just go ahead and go with NXT. I feel NXT was the easiest to digest on a weekly basis. Um, so I'll go NXT. Just the last month and a half has been really bad to an extent almost, but it is what it is. Um, but let's go ahead. We're close to wrapping up, you guys. Let's go with who are our ring general first team. So we're gonna pick five of the best ring workers of this year from all companies. Um, and no, I'm not naming nobody from New Japan because I don't watch wrestling at 3 a.m. in the morning with no subtitles. Once again, I know the warmth for them.
Oh, to double back real quick, if we really want to keep it a buck on who is the worst this year, mainly because we haven't heard a peep out of them since they lost out on that TV deal. NWA, they fumbled so bad, bro.
Yeah,
They supposed to be low key in the NXT spot on CW.
hey man, they did a no, and then they said, "Look, bro, we good."
We're
But
not subscribing to that.
yeah, but so we're gonna pick our five ring generals, male and female. So you don't got they can all be in the same team. So we ain't making separate. We combined here. So EO easily
EO
anonymous.
QB1.
I mean not anonymous. Unanimous. EO's unanimous, literally easily. Um, then my number two Gunther.
Definitely
My
Gunther.
number three is going to be Cena. That's the legacy. I'm throwing Cena in as the legacy pick mainly because it's like, hey, look, got to. Um, Number four, once again, you guys look. I'm giving credit where credit is due, G. I'm giving credit where credit is due. So with that said, that means I'm giving AEW some love here. So please be appreciative that I'm not just so, but I'm gonna say that for last. My number four is CM Punk because how can I make him MVP and not, my male MVP and not, have him in first team? It's like LeBron not winning Defensive Player of the Year, you know.
Right.
But yeah, but hold on one second. Hold on, let me take this. All right, sorry, but back at it. So far I said Io Sky, John Cena, Gunther, CM Punk, and then final member of first team ring generals. Once again, I said it was an AEW fella. So once again, I'm giving credit where credit is due, y'all. Kyle Fletcher. Look, once again, the little AEW I pay attention to. And I think I was critical of Kyle Fletcher last year. But once he stopped being under the Osprey shadow so much, he's put on some great matches, quality matches. One of the better, and with that company, everybody's a good worker. But one of the more great in-ring workers of that company in a consistent manner. So, shout out to Kyle Fletcher. You represent AEW in first team ring general. Who you got,
Tyler? EO, Gunther, Punk. Since you did the Legacy Act, I'm not gonna do the Legacy Act. I'm gonna throw Javon Evans in there.
I'm mad.
Gotta throw Javon Evans in there. How many is that? 4?
Yep, that's
so EO, Gunther, Punk, Javon. This one's tough because I want to throw somebody from TNA in there, but I also want to throw somebody from. I want to throw.
Ring wise, ain't nobody over there worth a damn. Don't force yourself throwing nobody else in there. But who do you believe?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want to throw. If I'm gonna go with anybody from TNA, I would say Mike Santana. Mike Santana has been solid this year. Um, let me throw Darby Allin in my fifth one though.
I'm not mad at that. I
I
ain't mad.
gotta go with Darby Allin because I've been waiting for him. I wouldn't say this is a breakout year for him, but this is probably the most consistent writing he's gotten, even outside of his partnership with Sting for the last about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go with Darby Allin.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. So those are ring generals. Um, so mic workers, first team. So these are people who've been doing elite mic work, promo artists throughout the year. My first one, and this is gonna be a shock to some people, them making first team, but if you've been watching, anime villain Asuka has been raw as hell, G. Look, man.
You
Anime
gotta
villain
be paying
Asuka,
attention, bro. You
yes.
got to.
Anime villain Asuka has been put on elite mic work. The English is the mix of the English and Japanese is great to see. The Kyrie thing over as hell, G.
You know who she kind of reminds me of in spurts, mic wise?
Who?
She gives me kind of like a Eddie Guerrero, like when he's hyped type vibe.
Oh no, I feel you on that. No,
It's in spurts, but it's there.
no, I feel where you're coming from with that. That's not a bad take. I feel you on that. But yeah, so Oscar's in there, my number one, my first team. Like again, don't make a difference. Um, CM Punk is like in there.
You gotta throw Punk
You
in
have to
there.
throw.
He smoked at least 4 people this year.
And look, he smoked everybody he could.
He smoked everybody, but it's like 4 specific ones. They got smoked.
Packed. Becky Lynch.
Yep. You gotta put respect on Becky.
Becky's in there. So that's it. Oscar, Becky, Punk. Cena didn't smoke people like I thought he would, but so I'm not putting him in there. I want to, but no. He's second team for sure. Who did the second team? Cody. Putting Cody in there. Yeah, I'm putting Cody in there because look, man, them rah-rah speeches or even just like, look, man, I'm fed up of you guys.
The fed up speeches always
fed up Cody is probably is hilarious because you don't know what you're going to get. It's like, oh, he's pissed.
And he don't even like people will be like, oh, he's gonna turn heel, after that. That's just somebody being fed up of the bullshit.
Exactly, like the Drew thing, fed up. Cena, fed up. So, like, I'm just annoyed. Yeah. So, and then now this is gonna shock people. Solo.
He was gonna be on there on mine.
Solo
has improved a lot this year.
Look, Solo's character, mic work. Look, I don't ever want to see that man wrestle in the ring unless it's against Gunther and maybe CM Punk. But G, when he's on TV, G, you have to give credit where credit is due, G.
He's been entertaining, bro. He's improved.
It's very much entertaining. Some people he's cooking. It's just the mix of the mic work, the personality, and just even the gestures. That he brings it all together, and that's the beauty of it with Solo right now, which is why, like Daytra says, he should be a manager. But even then,
and he's halfway there.
He's halfway there, I know. But it's what makes him likable. It's like, okay, he's fully separated. It's like, okay, he finally separated himself from being the brooding guy from Bloodline era. It's finally like he moved on and being more of an original character among original character itself. So
he just showed he actually has personality.
Agreed. So Solo's is my fifth. So go ahead, Tyler.
I'm gonna just start from 5. Like we agreed on it. Solo, definitely my number 5. Punk for sure. I want to pick different from you said Becky and who else?
I said Becky, Oscar, and Cody.
I'm gonna still throw Oscar in there because, like you said, like that, her work is it's an improvement, but it's also just the evolution of her character overall too. Um, honestly, I'm gonna have to go Cody just because. And give me Braun. Braun has improved a lot on the mic this
I
year.
wanted to put Braun in there, but it's just Solo was a little bit better. And I want to put Becky in because she's been really good too. But
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Braun in there. Because like, look, that man literally was cutting Solo. I mean Seth off. Even and just the Steiner moments that we get. The random like, look, bro, I'm a Steiner moments is hilarious. It's
Yeah.
like
I like how it's thrown in there in the midst of him still being himself.
Yeah, because it's the fighting of being like, am I Rick or Scott? It's just like, and it's like Scott is there, like, no, say this shit here. It's gonna be right. Say he gonna take his
Honorable
life.
mention though. Honorable mention. I would definitely put Obafemi in there.
No, Oba be cooking people.
Yeah,
Oba be low key like, look, bro. Once again, like I said, in terms of black people, a lot of the black workers right now, we're out the Sheldon Benjamin era of like you can work but you can't talk. Like, gee, which is
we
crazy.
got a handful.
So we got a decent amount of black folks who can legit talk in the ring ranging from the New Day, of course, which they've been had it,
Ricky
the New Day,
Saints.
Ricky, Mello, Trick,
Oh yeah, Trick for sure.
Javon has his own unique thing. Like it's Javon has his own. It's like it hit with Javon. It's like gives Jeff Hardy vibes a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you have so many where it's just like, yeah, go ahead and let them talk, G. So, but overall, like I ain't mad at your list. But yeah, so that's it for us. We're gonna go ahead and end it on that note. We appreciate you guys so much, G. So much for you guys checking out all our content this past year. The best gift you can give to us. Once again, I believe in Christmas miracles. So we can still get to 1,000 subs, let's make it happen, G. So that'd be a great gift to us see on Christmas one that is sending a bunch of notifications saying so and so subscribe. But make it happen. But if it don't, hey, either way, we're gonna make it some point next year, G. But with that all said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out all our content. We're going to have tons of end of year content for you guys to wrap up this year. Daytra is going to definitely throw you guys all of that gets to work. But with that said, we're grateful. We're appreciative. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be safe. Enjoy time with your family. If the food don't look right, don't eat it.
Don't start off the new year with an upset stomach.
Exactly.
Bad luck.
Hey, and just because she looked bad on New Year's, you don't know New Year's Eve, don't mean she's gonna look bad New Year's New Year, G.
New Year's Day.
So watch who you be around. But
drink responsibly if you are indulging in that.
Exactly. 2 cut waters, and that's it. 2 cutties, that's it. Don't drink and drive. All that good stuff. If that creepy uncle's around you, make sure you tell him get out, man. Your moms and grandma get mad, tell him no, he got to go. Be real. Stand up for the family, G. But either way, with that all said, we appreciate you guys, the viewers, listeners, all of that, man. We really do. You guys be safe, be well, be merry, and see you guys next year.
See you next year.